Jai Narayan children, today we will do chapter 7, the jugs and the mugs. Now in this chapter you will study about capacity, that the capacity of the objects to contain something, to retain something in them, in itself. Let's do. Now what is capacity? Capacity is a measure of how much a container can hold. We might measure the capacity of a bottle, cup or carton, anything which can hold something else. This carton holds 1 liter of milk. It has a capacity of 1 liter. Now estimating capacity. Sometimes when we want to make something in the kitchen, we measure with certain instruments, that how to make, for example, you want to make cake or some juice, right? So what do? You estimate, you take it in the spoon and you add it. So when you are estimating capacity, it is useful to think of containers you are familiar with and how much they contain. Now measuring capacity, we can use different equipments to measure capacity. For example, like when you must have seen the milkman coming to your house. What does he use to measure the milk? He uses some mugs. The mugs contain some measurements. So that is measuring jugs. He uses measuring beakers to measure the milk, right? Then measuring spoons are there. When we make cakes and some sweets, we use measuring spoons. Then measuring cylinders are there. The cylinders are used to measure the rainwater, how much of the rainwater is being collected, or to measure oil, etc. Capacity is measured in millimeters and liters. 100 milliliter means, 1000 milliliter total makes 1 liter. That is 1000 teaspoons of water equals a whole jug, which is 1 liter. Example of capacity amounts. Let's do the now children. Cup of water. When we take a cup of water, how much is there? How much liquid is there? 250 ml it can hold. Standard milk bottle, it can hold 1 liter. Then shower. When you use shower to take bath, then it nearly 8 liters of water in a minute you use. Flushing the toilets, you use 12 liters of water at a time. Then in the bathtub, how much do we fill? 140 liters of water. So children, it is better to use buckets to take bath rather than using showers or bathtub. This will be, in this way we can save water also. Now this is a measuring jug or a liter measures. This jug is used to measure the part of a liter. A liter measure has a scale. Let's see. Now in the picture you must have seen this jug. The jug starts from 0 milliliter. That is when the jug is empty, nothing is inside the jug. Then it is divided into 10 divisions has been done. Let us see. 100 ml, 200 ml, 300 ml, 400 ml and 500 ml. When it is 500 ml, that means the jug is half filled. And then so on, 600 ml, 700 ml, 800 ml, 900 milliliter, and then 1000 milliliter. And when it reaches to 1000 milliliter, then it shows 1 liter. That is 1 liter is equal to how much? 1000 milliliter. Now metric capacity, volume. Milliliter is the smallest unit for measuring small amount of liquid. It, like you can see the spoon, it doesn't even fill the teaspoon, means very little. Now let us see some examples here. more than, less than or equal to 1 liter. Let us see this cup. When you drink tea or milk in a glass, how much does it contain? Nearly 200 ml, not more than that. Or a glass may contain 250 ml. That means it is less than 1 liter. The next one, when we see the sauce bottle, I am not talking about the big but the medium size. It contains 350 milliliter. That is again less than 1 liter. Now, how many milliliters? Now see, the jug is half filled. That means half of 1000 is 500 milliliter. Now, metric capacity we will see here. We will talk about liters now. Till now we were talking about milliliters. Now we will talk about liters. A liter is a bunch of milliliter put all together. Means if we, like we have seen before also, when we have divided the whole jug into 10 parts, that is till 1000 milliliter, that makes 1 liter. That means what is liter? It is a bunch of milliliter all together. That is 1000 milliliter makes 1 liter. So, and liter is often written as L for short. Like we take when we take milk, 1 liter, soda water 1 liter, other like cold drinks also, but cold drinks is not 1 liter. Sometimes you get 1 liter bottle also of cold drink. So that is often sold in liters. Then again, when you take the milk bottle from the market, it is equal to 1 liter, or we can say 1000 milliliter. Next one, when you go to buy oil from the market, the oil cans from the market, you must have seen some oil cans are small, some are very big, and some are bigger than that. And sometimes you buy small packets also. Children, do you know those small packets of how many milliliter? That is 500 ml. That is half liter. Alright, you can see here these containers are of 5 liters, 10 liters and 20 liters. So they are more than 1 liter. Now metric capacity, we will just revise. Milliliter is about the size of a grapes, means very small. A fifth of a teaspoon means less. Whatever the teaspoon can contain, that is a fifth part of the teaspoon, very small quantity. Exactly 1 cubic centimeter, बहुत थोड़ा सा होता है. Liter, about the quantity a sport drink bottle, or very close to the volume of kilogram of water. Now government approved standard measures. You can see here certain measures containers are used by the people in the market for measuring the liquids. You must have seen in the market, that is 100 liter is used, then 200 liter is used, 500 ml, 200 ml. Government has approved standard measures. They are, you can see the containers here, they are having 50 ml, that is 50 milliliter, 100 milliliter, 200 milliliter, 500 milliliter, 1 liter, 2 liters, 5 liters and 10 liters. You must have seen these containers used by the milkmen or at the petrol pumps also, and where in the ration place also for giving liquids to the people, that is oil, mustard oil or ghee. So this liquid is generally measured in liters and milliliters. Now metric units for capacity. What units we use for measuring capacity? Milliliter is written as ml, liter is used as is shown as L, and kiloliter is shown as KL. Now when we convert milliliter to liter, what do? We divide. As I have shown in the figure, you can see we divide it. You can see in the figure. See, when we are coming from milliliter to liter, we divide by 1000, and from liter to milliliter, when we change, we multiply by 1000. Now let us study about conversion of liters to milliliter, from big to small. When we go from big to small, we always multiply. Let's do 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter, as we know. So let us do one example. If I want to change 2 liter to milliliter, what I will do? I will multiply. I will multiply by 1000 milliliter. I will multiply by 1000 milliliter, and I get the answer 2000 milliliter. That is 2 liter is equal to 2000 milliliter. One more example. 69 liter is with me. I have to change it into milliliter. Again, from big to small I have to go. I will multiply by 1000. You can see that 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So when 69 liters are there, how much it will be? I will multiply by 1000 milliliter, and I got 69,000 milliliter. So this is the answer. Now vice versa, conversion of milliliter to liter means small to big. Now here I will divide by 1000. Now see, 1000 milliliter makes 1 liter. So let us do 8000 milliliter means how much? We will divide. When we have divided by 1000, 1000 8s are 8000, and we got the answer 8 liter. Okay, one more example. 3000 milliliter. We will again divide, and we got the answer 3 liter. Addition and subtraction of measuring capacity in liters and milliliters. Now children, the first question, let us see that add 525 milliliter and we have to add 275 milliliter to it. Now when we add it, you see 5 plus 5 is 10 and 1 carry on, then 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10, again 1 carrying to the hundreds place, and 6 plus 2 is 8. So in this way we can add it, and when we have to subtract, see 275 from 685 milliliter. So 6 from means from the bigger number you have to subtract the previous number. So 685 milliliter minus 275 milliliter, we get 410 milliliter. Now addition subtraction again we will do in liters and milliliters. Now the problem sums here. We have got Finn purchased 3 liters and 250 milliliters of milk on Monday, 2 liter and 750 milliliter on Wednesday, 3 liters and 500 milliliter on Friday. How much milk did Finn purchased during these 3 days? Now here you have to find out how much did he purchase the milk from the market for within these 3 days, how much he has purchased. So let us, what you have to do, add. So let us add first of all, but before that you have to write the statement like milk purchased on Monday, milk purchased on Wednesday, and milk purchased on Friday. So you have seen the sum the way I have made it, and then you will add it, and how much you have got? 9 liter 500 milliliter total milk he has purchased during these 3 days, that is 9 liter and 500 milliliter. Now children, let us do one more problem sum. A can holds 15 liter and 500 milliliter of milk. Out of it, 8 liter and 350 milliliter milk is consumed. How much milk is left in the can now? Now here again we will write statement first of all before solving the sum. So the quantity of milk in the can is equal to 15 liter and 500 milliliter. The quantity of milk consumed 8 liter and 350 milliliter. and quantity of milk left, that is you have to subtract 8 liter and 350 milliliter from 15 liter and 500 milliliter. So what answer you have got? 7 liter and 150 milliliter. So that is the answer. So I hope children you have understood this chapter properly, how to solve the problem sums, the method to write it, as well as your addition and subtraction sum. So children, thank you children.